My name is Lorna Pruce, Pruce, and I've spoken before about the casino, and I say no. The one thing that got to me today is everybody who was on the dais left, right? And when they were talking about, when Al Sharpton was talking about the diversity, absolutely correct. But we're talking about Times Square. We're not talking about Jay-Z buying a theater. Okay, we're talking about bringing a casino into Times Square, which I feel should be taken somewhere else. I love a casino, and I've spoken to you about that before, but not in Times Square, because I really truly feel that a casino in Times Square, right, is akin to colonizers coming in.
Jay-Z came from the Varsity Project, but look at him now. He owns he owns 1/15 of 1% of the stadium. Let's get it right now. You might see him up on the stage. They got a Russian gangster who owns 80% of it. That's a moment. Now, I love Jay-Z. I've spent much time with the brother. He's a lyrical genius and so forth and so forth. We got to tell him the truth. I want people to tell me the truth. I'm running around saying I own West Side of New York and I own 1/15 of 1%. He said, Brother West, I think you need to minimize your claim here. Don't just be the public face of it. Tell the truth, Jay-Z. You tell the truth with reasonable doubt. 1996, the classic you started out with. Keep telling the truth. We love you, Negro, but we're going to make sure you're accountable too. All of us in it together. And we should be able to say that out of love.
Views, conversations, and opinions expressed on this channel could be subjective or objective and are also for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only. Here on The Mix, we encourage and implore you to conduct your own research.
Hey everyone, welcome to The Mix. Like this video, share this video. The weekend is winding down, huh, y'all? If you guys are new to my channel, go ahead and sub up right now. Sub up. It's free to do that. Like, share, sub. Also, if you're interested in donating, hit that Cash App, Zelle, or PayPal. It is in the description section of this post. You guys don't forget, cash prize giveaway will be held at the end of the month. Still working out the logistics, so stay tuned, stay connected. Don't forget to hit your notification bell. That way you'll be in tune with all the content I drop on my channel. Okay, you guys, without further ado, based on those clips, I don't want to hold you guys, so I'm going to try to make this quick, short, and sweet. But as you can see, what this video is going to be about, yes, Jay-Z out here begging locals to accept his bid. He and others for the casino in Times Square. The locals, they have a problem with it, such as crime, such as even higher cost of housing and real estate, all of that. So they're liable to be displaced, in that area. Things are high as it is today, and they have a legitimate, in my opinion, concern. So Jay-Z, his business partner Desiree Perez, they are coming together asking locals, for their permission as always. And I think Caesar Palace is with them too. Caesar Palace have their money, and also real estate investment guru. I think he has more capital, more money than Jay-Z, and of course Desiree Perez. So you have Caesar Palace. It's all a partnership. Caesar Palace, this real estate guru, then you have Jay-Z and Desiree Perez. So hence ROCNATION. So they're trying to infiltrate Times Square with a casino, and the people are not having it. They are also asking to you guys. They're asking for the locals, like, hey, this would be a good investment opportunity for you. $500. I'm like, what? That sounded a little scamish, in my opinion. So look at Jay-Z's past investments. I've done content on him. You got the School of Arts, ROCNATION of Arts School or whatever. They have their controversy right now. It hasn't gone away. And other business investments and ventures, you have Jay-Z with the Cash App. He's affiliated with that. Yes, he's affiliated with Cash App behind the scenes from an investment type of perspective. So they're under fire as well with some shady business practices, and so on and so on. And as you saw in that clip in the beginning, the second clip, with Dr. CORNEL West calling Jay-Z out about the Brooklyn Nets Barclays Center, which they built, and Dr. Cornel West was against that at that time and called Jay-Z out like, hey, dude, you just the face of this. Come on, be honest with the people. This is what's going to happen to the community. And I don't think Jay-Z even addressed it, not that I know of or am aware of. And it went through, and the people were pushed out of their community. So this, in my opinion, is another self-serving, hence the casino. And when I say self-serving, meaning self-serving for Jay-Z and whatever agenda and business ventures he may have longevity-wise for himself and his family and his life, So, and to me, it's whack, because you're stepping on Black folks. You're stepping on a community you used to be a part of, but you no longer live there in that community. I don't even think the people, matter of fact, none of them live in the community. So why hone your eyes in on this? And let's just keep it real. This has happened, oh my gosh, tactics like this happens all the time. Let's just exclude Jayz. It happens all the time within your community. That's why they have these community meetings. So go to your local community meetings when they are trying to develop ABCD, because it will impact you, your livelihood, your kids, your family, if you have a family, it may be your future within that community. So, but let me go ahead and share the remainder of that clip and go over some articles, and I'll come back with my final thoughts, reaction, and opinion. And let me know, the question is, are you going to help New Yorkers? Chime on in the chat. How do you feel about this? And will you be investing your $500? Seems like it's a big tactic to me in the, in the guise of investment, if you get my point. So here we go, and I'll come back with my final thoughts.
Coming in and destroying the culture, coming in and leaving behind mayhem and disease and COVID, if you will, right? And so I really, really feel that you need to take a listen to all of this. Trying to get here. How was it for you? Getting on the subway, walking through cars. Al Sharpton brought people here on a bus, and it stopped right in the middle of 44th Street, and people couldn't get by. Is that what's going to happen when all these buses are coming in? Right? Stopping traffic again, making it worse. And then there is this lady. She starts screaming. At the end of the day, please take a listen. We're the ones who work here. We're the ones who live here. All these other millionaires who are getting paid, they don't understand. Thank you, Lorna Bruce. 764 IATSE, Wardrobe Union.
Okay, you guys, as you can see, this came across my desk on X, and I was just like, wow. But really quickly, are you guys going to invest? New Yorkers, chime in the chat. It looks like Jayz is asking he and his counterparts who formed this alliance to try to get this casino bid in Times Square. Looks like they're asking for local community for at least $500 investment. Maybe that's like an incentive or whatever to try to sway you all to vote for this particular bid. But we shall see. So it says here, the second hearing for Roc Nation's proposed casino in Times Square was held yesterday on September 11, 2025. This is to vote before a final decision is made. In a 6-hour hearing with over 200 speakers, opposition to the Times Square casino proposal clearly outweighed support. Broadway workers, Hell's Kitchen residents, and theater unions voiced deep concern over cultural loss, traffic, and safety, while defenders focused on jobs, investments, and revitalization. The emotionally charged hearing was live streamed. Okay, you guys, according to entrepreneur.com, as New York City prepares for its first casino, Jayz wants in, and he's putting up $250 million. Jayz's Roc Nation has teamed up with Caesars and SL Green on a bid to bring New York City its first casino, pledging $250 million in community investments for Times Square. And that's what that means. He's trying to invest back in the community. It's like, hey, you guys, vote for this casino, and you're going to see favorable benefits in your favor within your community in Times Square, which in my opinion, I don't believe. Okay, so the article further cites New York City is called the city that never sleeps for a reason. Nightlife is one of its largest economic engines for the city, generating tens of billions of dollars and hundreds of millions of dollars in tax revenue each year. But for all its world-class bars, clubs, and theaters, one element has been missing: a casino. That will soon change as the city prepares to issue 3 new gaming licenses to prospective bidders, paving the way for the first casino in NYC. There are 8 total bids for the 3 licenses, so it's 8 people bidding on the licenses. Just 2 of those bids would be located within the city, and only one of them is backed by Jayz. Okay. Up in the ante, the article further cites the idea for a Times Square casino didn't originate in a boardroom. It started, okay, this is the meat of the thing, because you guys probably want to know, how did this all start? It started courtside at a Nets game. That's where Jayz ran into Mark Holliday, chairman and CEO of SL Green Realty Corp, the real estate investment trust that owns 1515 Broadway, a building in the heart of Times Square slated for renovation. Okay. The article further cites, when Holliday floated the idea of a casino in collaboration with Caesar Palace, Jay's interest was immediately piqued. His entertainment company, Roc Nation, has experience in the gambling space, from operating a casino inside its Las Vegas 4040 club in 2008 to holding a partial stake in Fanatics betting. So this is what they're claiming to be experience. The 4040 club, okay. Boy, anybody could say, hey, I'll get deeper into that later. Okay, the article for Jayz quickly looped in Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez, who happened to be receiving an award alongside Holliday at the some dinner later that week. After the event, Perez and Holliday met up to explore the concept further, and the partnership began to take shape. It's something we can do really well because it lives squarely in the world of entertainment, Perez says. There's a rats at it again, and with everything we do, every business we run, there's always a community component. Boy, they could play on words. Community component, in my opinion. You bullying folks. or buy somebody, allegedly. Okay. The article for the sites play the hand you're dealt. The decision to bring casinos to New York is not without controversy. Some polls indicate that as many as 71% of Times Square residents oppose the move. But Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez frames it differently. The licenses are inevitable. It's just a matter of who secures them. Perez emphasizes that Roc Nation has made a concerted effort to ensure the casino benefits residents as much as it does developers. Man, in my opinion, boy, people have a strange way of trying to influence people, if you get my point. Oh, is it legit influence or is it illegitimate influence? You decide. Okay, the article for the sites. I spent 5 years talking to communities around the area, listening to feedback from locals, Perez said. Some people would tell me they just don't like casinos. I would say, I understand. But if one were to come anyway, what would you want them to help you with? What you mean? What do you want her to help you with? Okay, according to Perez, the president's primary concerns were security and traffic, and rightfully so. As part of their bid, they have committed $250 million over 10 years in the community benefits for Broadway, public health and safety, and Times Square, etc., etc. So here's a breakdown, you guys, of what they're trying to sell the community in order to get a favorable vote to get the casino. So this group, Desiree Perez, Jayz, hence Roc Nation, Caesars, I don't know if I say Caesars Palace, but it says Caesars, or maybe it is Caesars Palace or not, and then the real estate guy, they're pledging this. So they say they're going to put $83 million in public safety and security, and this is the purpose of that. AI, upgrade tech, etc., etc. Broadway labor daycare, $20 million net. Civil Rights Museum, $15 million. Man, this look good on paper, but really, what's the man? Okay, all right. Let me go on to the next article, flashback article. Okay, you guys, this is a flashback article of one of Jay-Z's past business dealings. According to Jasmine Brand, Dr. Cornel West says Jay-Z doesn't own as much as he claims in Brooklyn Nets. And this was back in 2012. This article, it says Dr. Cornel West is calling his good friend Jay-Z out, asking that he be more truthful about the NBA business venture, specifically using the very vocal author/activist wants Jay-Z to be honest about his Brooklyn Nets ownership. During a recent speech, West alleges that Jay owns much less than the public knows for 15th of 1%. In fact, he says the person that owns the majority, 80% of the team, is a Russian gangster, explains. Oh my gosh, Dr. Cornel West, he has no filter and he tell it like it is. The article for the site. So what's motivated West to speak on this publicly? He says that Jay should be accountable and honest, and his words are out of love. Peep the clip, and I showed that clip at the beginning, y'all. Okay, you guys, so what are your thoughts? Drop some comments in the chat. What are your thoughts on that flashback clip of Cornel West blasted Jay-Z? What are your thoughts on the people who came together at the committee for the casino meeting? What do you think? Does the lady have a good point? I believe she does. Drop some comments in the chat. Even if you do not live in New York, what are your thoughts? Keep it respectful and peaceful in the chat, New Yorkers. It has been brought to my attention in another article. I didn't get a chance to pinpoint that here on this video, but Jay-Z and his counterparts, his group of people who are trying to secure this investment, they are asking for $500 each per, I guess, individual in the area, if you live in a Times Square area, to invest. So basically they're saying that you're going to see a return on your investment. That's basically how they are trying to gain the support to land this casino. In my opinion, you guys, this is just another business tactic, self-serving business tactic, in my opinion, that Jay-Z, his counterparts, Desiree Perez, and yeah, he is the face of this, but he's trying to get to this multi-billionaire status, regardless of what Forbes say, and I've heard that and read that in Forbes or whatever, digitally online, that he's, I think, worth $3 billion. In my opinion, I don't think he's worth $3 billion. Now, does he have millions? Absolutely. I don't think he's worth $3 billion, not on paper, not in liquid cash. No. So, but at any rate, that's another subject for another day. My problem is, or my concern and issue is, you guys, is because it's just like with people like the Jesse Jacksons, the Al Sharptons. Hear me out. It just seems like Jay-Z has learned well, so I don't know. It just seems like he has learned well, in my opinion, using the community to get into certain spaces and places in order to advance his financial portfolio. It just seems self-serving. It does, and it seems a bit scamish. So, but yeah, we shall see. They said this was the last meeting, according to that post on X, before votes are being made. Do you guys think he will be successful? Again, New Yorkers, chime in. Will you, those who live in that area or pillars of that community in Times Square, will you be investing $500 of your money into the casino? It seems like they're offering that as an incentive. But yeah, so let me know your thoughts, you guys. I don't think this is a good idea, and I'll just say this here on the mix to anyone, regardless of where you live at. We just take New York and this topic out of the equation. This is just an example, but regardless of where you live at, get plugged in these community meetings. When there's developments, get plugged in. It's free. It's free to go to show up in these meetings. Things like this happens all the time. Has been happening before Jay-Z. So this is how it's done. But it's just crazy that back to the New York and Jay-Z, like the face that's being used Amit, the Brooklyn Barclays Center. Jayz was just the face of that, and he only owned point whatever 1%, which was nothing, and the majority ownership someone else, for someone else who's not of your own community. And yeah, so, and look at that community now. People are housing greatly misplaced and stuff. So, but yeah, so let me know your thoughts, you guys, down in the chat. Stay tuned, stay connected, hit your notification bells, like this video, share this video, and let me know your thoughts. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.